Now,
meanwhile, our NFC champions, they have gone through a lot to get where they are. Everybody knows their story this season. What's the key for them as they start this Super Bowl?
let's go full cliche on this one because it works. Remember what got you here. Been a winning formula all season long. This is a team that when we saw them in the preseason, we said they look like a group that has what it takes to be a Super Bowl winning team. And we've been proven right by what we've seen throughout the season.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Second and 6. Running out of the gun with Etienne. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They go play action with Lawrence. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Azeez Ojulari in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He rifles one that's intercepted. Tanner Muse with it. There he goes, right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. What a moment for him. A pick 6 in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick 6s over the history of this huge game. I remember, because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that one pretty much sealed the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, you know, unfortunately I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick 6, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2 in one game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison of the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended. That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings for the Raiders. The grand old man, Willie Brown, 75 yards.
You recall them all. What a play here. Another pick 6 in the Super Bowl. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. K'Lavon Chaisson. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They'll drop to throw. To Barkley on the check down. And he'll be upended at the 18. That's a very helpful pickup of 9 after the play began at the 9. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Lawrence will throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On play action, Lawrence slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 27. 26. It's a big play for the Jaguars. The defense, they weren't fooled on that post route. They just couldn't make the play.
And the offense definitely tried to fool them because you saw the other route combinations, didn't you? Anything that they were running trying to draw attention away from the deep part of the field, but still had it covered, yet they were able to come up with a nice play.
Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
They go play action now. Lawrence sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Play action. It's Lawrence. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up for the 1st and goal.
Lawrence. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Lightning speed there from the safety, Devin McCourty, on the sack. 7-7, our score after 1. 7-7. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Here's Lawrence. Escaping the pressure right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. T.J. Hockenson, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. A first down run by Barkley unsuccessful, as he won't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Incomplete.
I know we're just in the 2nd quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's a 2nd drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
A first down carry for Barkley. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
8 yards to go on 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Throwing deep for Galladay. And that's going to be incomplete. Good. Effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
They'll set up to throw. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. They're going to look to throw. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he will have a Giants first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to, pick up a first down.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. 2nd and 6. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. On 4th down, Joe Judge makes the decision. They're going for it. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's a give to Barkley. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, as the first half is winding down. And the Giants have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point try good by Gano. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive, as they go to work with 12 seconds on the clock. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. Slings this deep from McLaurin. They've got his man complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in the Super Bowl. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, they trail here in the Super Bowl, but fortunately for them, Charles, very much still within striking range.
Yeah, things didn't go exactly the way they planned in the first half. To me, they appeared to be a little bit tight, made a few errors they normally wouldn't. But, of course, this is the Super Bowl, so things get a little bit heightened in that regard. But I think they have to feel a little fortunate. They're only down what they are here starting the third quarter.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. The throw for Tony is intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach tell us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. K'Lavon Chaisson able to drop in that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll set up a throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. From the 30 on 2nd down, Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And they're going to have a 3rd down. Here's Lawrence to throw. They'll drop that underneath to ETN. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Azeez Ojulari in there to get him yet again. That is his third sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence flushed out right. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 38 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Lawrence giving to Etienne here on the option. Trucks over him, and he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And they'll run with Etienne. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Tackling's obviously critical down near the goal line. That was great work there to make the hit behind the line and make sure he doesn't get any further. Did a really nice job wrapping up and not letting him loose.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. They'll roll him out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And his kick is indeed good, and that'll push the lead up to 17. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi Trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive, 1st and 10.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Carlton Davis picks it. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there, and he winds up giving the ball away.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence to throw.
Flush to his right. Here's Johnson with a reception. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Juwan Johnson, 28 yards. And the Jaguars are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl.
Point after try forthcoming. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Those Super Bowl hopes that they had really dwindling now here in the 4th quarter. That NFC crown.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 30. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
That interception may be the